Right, so this Saturday, Plymouth Argyle face off against West Bromwich Albion in the Championship at Home Park in a search for 3 points in our relegation scrap and fight for survival this season. And it had me thinking, why don't I make a video as like a bit of a preview for the match, as any game for Argyle this season will be a big game in our fight for survival in the Championship.
If you ain't eat a tree from... Did you eat... I'm gonna ask you again. Did you eat a tree from right here?
Of course, I'm not just going to be talking about Plymouth Argyle in this video. I will be talking about West Brom, giving a bit of a rundown on both teams' recent form and other things, I guess, about the clubs. Coming from the perspective of an Argyle fan, our form recently has been diabolical. Not a single league win since November. Our only win recently has been away to Brentford, where of course Morgan Whittaker scored the only goal in that game to give us a C through to the next round, where now we have Liverpool at home, which I am looking forward to be honest. I mean, the Argyle way, knowing our luck, we'll beat them and then we'll lose like 10 league games in a row. Back to the original point though, Argyle's form lately, as I said before, nothing to really write home about. Though we know how to defend. We've seen it against Brentford, we've seen it against Stoke, we saw it against Sunderland, and we saw it against Oxford. And we know where the net is. We've seen it multiple times recently. We just need to put all of it together to make sure that we get a result. On our day, we can beat anyone in the relegation zone, and some teams even in the mid-table. We could have beat Sunderland yesterday had Callum Wright's shot not hit the post. Very unlucky from us, but if we put all of it together, we can beat a lot of teams in this division. Going into this game, I feel like Mustafa Bundu really should be the starting striker. Don't get me wrong, Ryan Hardy didn't have a half bad game against Sunderland, but I feel like Bundu's too physical of a player to be forced out onto the wing. I know he was also pretty good against Sunderland, but he has the physicality and the finishing ability that we need for a striker at the minute. Michael Bailey also has the ability. We've seen it at Elfsborg, but he hasn't really had the chance to flourish and shine Argyle. Don't get me wrong, he hasn't had that long, but we've not seen much of him. He's not been playing in his natural position. Well, I feel like Mustafa Bundu should be up top, and we should put someone on the right wing. Maybe even stop using wingers entirely. I know Muslic, for his first couple of games, played a narrow formation. Maybe we could go back to that. But regardless, these are just my opinions and my thoughts on how I think we should line up the attack on Saturday. Of course, if we do end up using wingers, Bundu is probably our strongest choice on the right for the moment. Sissoko is obviously our strongest choice on the left, attacking-wise. He hasn't really been given a chance under Muslic. I don't know if he's seen something in him that he doesn't like, or if it's just a system he uses. However, I feel like giving him another shot after what he's done this season so far, especially in the Luton game, coming off of the bench, you know, he's magic when he's on the ball. We need to give him the chances that he needs before Toulouse decide to either recall him or he falls out of, faith with the club and the manager. When the whole squad clicks together, Argyle can perform miracles considering our form lately. I feel like if we get everything right, set up our team right and play the cards right, we will come out of this game with at least a point. Although, of course, last time these two teams played, it ended in a 1-0 win for West Brom. But they were top of the league at the time, so it wasn't half bad for our standards. Also, I'm hoping for all three. That will narrow the point difference between us and safety down to just 4 points. However, I realistically, I can only see a draw from this game, which I would be happy with. Moving on to West Brom, however, they are off the back of a 5-1 demolition at the Hawthorns Stadium against Portsmouth. It's nice to see Portsmouth sharing some respect with us conceding 5 in the week as well. How nice of them. I mean, they'll probably come down with us, to be fair. As of late, West Brom have only won 4 out of their past 11 league games, with a 5-1 loss to Bournemouth in the FA Cup within that period of time. So, in general, Argyle and West Brom both in a bit of a mixed patch at the minute. However, both teams are off the back of what I'm sure they would both consider good results for their season. West Brom's Grady Diangana goes into this game with 5 of his 6 league goal contributions from 2 out of the last 3 games for him. He is a threat to definitely watch out for on Saturday. He will be in high confidence. He's in form at the moment, and I'm sure he will be up for more goal contributions against us, in the knowledge that we have the worst defence in the league and the country at the moment. another threat to watch out for on Saturday. While he might not be on the score sheet or getting goal contributions week in, week out, is Alex Mowatt, the West Brom central midfielder. From what I've heard from West Brom fans, he gives his all week in, week out. He's not afraid to get stuck in, and he knows how to command a team. Even if he isn't the captain for the game, he shows his ability week in, week out, and he's someone that we need to make sure that we take care of in the midfield. Of course, our midfield is probably our strongest part of our team. Adam Randall, Darko JB, Rami Al-Hajj, even Beidou, who's been playing as a cam. We just need to make sure that we look after Alex Mowatt, because he is someone that West Brom, I'm sure, are very happy to have, because he gives his all week in, week out, even when he's not on the score sheet. Final West Bromwich Albion player of interest to me personally is Alex Palmer. Their obviously number one goalkeeper, has been for a good couple of seasons now. Of course, if you didn't know, he is a former Argyle player, played for us in the League 2 days, a good 4, 5, 6 years ago now. He is a staple of West Brom's team, and he currently has 11 clean sheets in the Championship so far. However, he hasn't kept one since November, when West Brom beat Bristol City 2-0. So that's all I've really got to say about this fixture coming up at the weekend. I hope you found this video useful in some way, or even if it was just for background noise. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what else you want to see. Of course, I will be doing a match vlog and a match review post the West Brom game on Saturday. As I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment to let me know your thoughts. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more videos like this. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.